guys! So I know this is much anticipated, but I'm sure you also understand that when I moved in April, it took me a second to kind of get all of my bills and my moving expenses together and kind of get old checks coming in and new checks kind of scheduled out. So it did take me a second to get this April debt report ready, but it's here, so yay, we can celebrate. Okay, so my view screen is at the bottom because, as you can see in this red box right here, first off, I had a little emergency. My first week at work, actually, the first Friday I was there, I just had the most horrible back pain. I had to go to an urgent care clinic. Apparently, everything in Texas is out of network, so I had to pay an extremely high copay of $450. And then the medicine, which was like anti-inflammatories and muscle relaxers, had cost me a little bit of money as well. So that said, I was still very lucky that I had insurance and that I was able to go and get help without having to pay completely out of pocket. And that I still might get another bill from that, but I will deal with it when it comes. So I just wanted to do that real quick, and that's going to affect more stuff as you see further down, but I was happy that it didn't affect too much. So, alrighty, let's start at the top. Savings and rent and everything like that came out pretty normally. Normally when you move, you'd have to pay rent on 2 places for the same month. However, because my apartment was not ready when I moved in, I was actually able to kind of negotiate for free rent for the rest of April. I moved in on April 15th, and the apartment was not ready really until the next week. It wasn't like move-in ready, and it was a lot of inconvenience, and it was a lot of stress. And the move-in special that they had was $2.99 for the first month. So I got them to waive that. And so I didn't have to pay for this apartment until May, which is nice. And it didn't increase my expenses for rent, which was awesome. All right, next up, car insurance was a little over, and I have yet to call my person on that and figure out why, but I will do that. In the meantime, I just have the overage factored in. All right, next up, phone was the same. Internet was actually that was just a little bit high too, but I'll call AT&T and make sure that was probably because I canceled like on the 14th or something like that. So that was probably like a partial bill that was there from whenever my billing cycle ended until when I had them cut the service off. Electrical was pretty low. It was $20.76. Water was about normal, and gas was about normal for April. So I did not have to pay to get my lawn mowed, and I underspent on groceries. Want to learn how to get BG to not overspend on groceries, overspend her budget? Apparently, it's have her move cross country, and so she can't stock up or really like eat stuff. However, obviously, there is a trade-off to that in that instead of eating at home, I was eating out more. So if we scroll on down, I was $80 over in my restaurant category. So honestly, considering that I moved, I don't think that is that bad. And for several days before you move, you're trying to like clean stuff out. You just want to go grab something to eat real quick. At one point, I'd already packed all of my pots and pans. So I think this is perfectly fine. Not that bad at all, really, especially as bad as it could have been. So let's see. Yeah, I was under on groceries, over on restaurant. I did not spend anything for my Zumba class this month because I only had 2 classes before I moved. So they just let me have those for free. All right, in personal, I also overspent a little, and we'll scroll down and see that. Down here, you see my $812 budgeted for student loans. Only $213 came out of that, really, because of the medical bill. So you scroll down just a little, you can see after I deducted the medical bill right here, I only had $108 to bring down to the bottom box to send to student loans. So the injury definitely affected student loan payment, but I'm pretty happy with what I ended up with. So I'm very, very lucky. It was not the worst month to have this happen. Alrighty, next up, just a couple of notes. I'd have to pay to park on campus, and so I had to pay a parking pass fee. That does come from my paycheck, so it's not factored into this budget, but I just wanted to make a note that fee would be coming out of my paycheck. Also, I got a refund from my P.O. box in Mena of $19, so that was good, and I just stuck that in here. All right, there's my note. I still need to figure out what this Vistaprint charge was. I filled out a survey that the moving company that I hired on U-Haul, through U-Haul, they charge you a $6 fee, and then they refund it if you fill out the survey afterward, basically ranking how your movers did. And they were fantastic. So I went on, I gave them a good score, and I got $6 off for that. And then also I got $85 in my last check from Mina that was for mileage. So I moved that there. So that's my little note section. Let's see. As you can see, groceries did not really get bought a whole lot. Restaurant, however, boom, boom, and all of that. So I also didn't spend much on gas, as most of the gas that I was using, what I put down into another category than moving. So you'll see that in a minute. I also, in personal spending, I had some kind of wrap up. You'll have already seen the bookcases that I did, and so I spent some money on that. See, I went to the movies once. I got my nails done for my first week at work. I got Rory a new collar because hers broke, and that was $6.50. I also got some plant brackets at Home Depot to hang my curtains since I have blinds now. And I got a little t-shirt at Forever 21, and I bought a Kindle book, and I bought a solar light for my patio. So that is all of the personal spending I did. Like I said, it's $95 over. Some of that stuff was straight up from my apartment, so it needed to be done. I'm not mad at myself. You know how spending is when you're moving. It's just going to take a little bit. So, all right, right here, this I kind of put in a personal fund. The paint and paint supplies that we use to paint my bookshelves cost $80.65. Beth gifted me $40 towards that project, which was kind of a little housewarming present. It was so incredibly sweet of her. I love the way my bookshelves look, and I love so much more that she was able to help me get it done so fast. It would have taken me forever, and I would have ended up spending more, and she absolutely didn't have to give me that money, but she did, and I'm super grateful for it. So that project ended up only costing $40.65 instead of $80.65 because she gave me a sweet little gift. So I had two budget roll expenses. Texas P.O. Box was $54, and I bought a finance ebook bundle for $30 that I might use for some future stuff. So that was $84 in expenses for budget roll. By the way, I got my biggest budget roll check, I think, ever. I think this rivals what I got in January when it was like Christmas money, because YouTube income is always up during Christmas season. But that was around $1,000, and this is $1,150.35. So thank you all so much for watching me while I was moving and putting up all sorts of like pre-recorded videos and just wishing me well. I could definitely feel all the love. So minus the $84 in expenses, that was $1,066.35 I got to put to my debt this month. Add that to the $180 that I was able to bring down from the regular budget box, plus $12, which is Deals to Meals affiliate. And I'm not doing that anymore because Walmart quit price matching, so this will be the last month for that. But it was an excellent program while it lasted, and I'm very lucky to live near an Aldi and an HEB now. So, all right, next up, I got a $300 Capital One 360 bonus, and this is the last month for that as well. I still recommend Capital One 360, but they stopped their Refer a Friend program. So I won't be getting those anymore. If you guys sign up for Capital One 360 accounts, which I still recommend because I still keep all of my sinking funds there, they're still a great online interest-bearing bank, but they're not going to give me any money to refer it anymore. And like I said, it was just a Refer a Friend bonus. They didn't even know I was just like, I have a lot of friends. So, but that's fine. Like I said, still recommend them. They're a great company. All right, next up, I got paid $150.20 for my Smile Brilliant video, the sponsor video. They paid me really, really quickly. Previous sponsor videos that I've done have taken a couple of months to pay me. They paid me like the day after my video dropped. So they were amazing to work with. My teeth are still white. So, still recommend them as well. All right, next up, moving bonus. Let's slog down here. Okay, so I was given a $5,000 moving reallocation. That was part of the compensation package that I negotiated, and I could use that. It wasn't a reimbursable thing where I gave them receipts for like the U-Haul truck and everything, and then they cut me a check for those expenses. They said, we'll give you $5,000 to move, and you can use it however you want, which meant I got to pocket the difference. So I did things like I didn't purchase boxes. I borrowed them, and I got them from free, like at the Dollar Tree. So I was able to pocket the difference. I did decide to also put in my expenses for the trip I took down to College Station into this kind of moving expenses category. Because one, I didn't know where else to put it. And two, I came down here to find an apartment and to meet my new bosses. It was definitely a moving related trip. So I just put all of that in there, and it made it a lot easier for me on the reconciling side. I'm very happy I did that. That said, I did not know that when I actually got the check, it would be $3,367.50. Because apparently the government taxes this type of check much higher than they would like a normal paycheck check. So $5,000 turns into $3,367, which is less than I thought I would net. So I'm certainly still grateful for it. I did not expect for that check to be that low. I actually thought I might be able to pay off my debt this month just with that. So, and as you also know, I had a $2,000 moving fund that I used to make these purchases before I got this reallocation. So down here are all of my expenses for U-Haul truck, food while we were on the road, gas, the deposit for Rory to live in the new apartment, UPS address change fee, fees for trailers and movers, and there's a lot of food in here because while I was traveling, I couldn't exactly make food. So especially at the College Station trip, because I didn't have things in the hotel room. There was not even a microwave in my motel room. So that was fine. And let's see, down at the bottom, the total to move to College Station was $1,826.56, and the total for the College Station road trip was $287.11. The majority of that one was the motel, by the way. And the total for both was $2,113.67. So I was hoping to move for around $2,000. That's what I had set aside, and I came pretty stinking close. I'm not mad at myself that I went over a little bit. It's just, sometimes it costs a little more to move. Moving trucks were a lot more expensive than they were last time I moved. So, and there were various mistakes and stuff like that in there, like the fee that I talked about. But, yeah, that's how much it cost to move, and that's how much I took out of the moving allotment check that I got, which left me with $1,253.83 from the moving check that I got to put to debt this month. Yay! All right, so all of those added up totaled to $2,883.23, plus the $213.85 that is auto-drafted out of my account every month and had already been done, equals $3,097.08 that I got to put to debt this month. Over $3,000 in 1 month. Finally, I've been wanting to do that forever. I'm so excited about it. And remember that my pay, other than my moving allotment, was the same as it was in MENA. I got checks from MENA, and because they're on a little bit of lag, so I got paid for a full month in MENA, and I hadn't gotten paid for College Station yet. So, because I didn't start work until last week of the month. So, I'm really happy about this month, which, by the way, I got distracted, but the bringing that down after paying $3,097.08 to my debt came from $4,490.29 to $1,206.58. Y'all, I am almost below $1,000. I'll be able to pay that off this month. probably basically just with my YouTube check and a little bit from my paycheck. So this isn't even counting in that I'll be making more in College Station than I did in MENA. This is just, it's about over. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to pay the last $1,000 to my debt this month and be debt-free and be able to essentially start my life off in College Station, because I've been here less than a month at this point. Just kind of without debt. No debt. So I'm very excited to make this payment. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it after I get my first paycheck here or if I'm going to wait till the end of the month and do the recap. But I know I'm definitely going to do it sometime this month, which is very exciting. So thank you all who have been rooting for me. I can't wait to make this payment with my money that I earn. So I'm very, very excited about that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So I will see you guys next time. Please tell me how you did this month. Did you pay off more than me? Or did you get any milestones? Because I want to celebrate those with you as well. So let me know what's happening. I only have about $1,000 worth of debt yet. Okay, yeah. I've been making this channel since I had $32K in debt. See y'all next time.